What's going on YouTube? Ken here, and today I have for you guys another video showcasing another option that you can use to counter Black Order in Arena. Right now there's definitely a lot of popular counters out, most of them involving some sort of combination with Mr. Sinister and Emma Frost. In this case I'm going to show you guys a variation of, I think, an older Black Order counter. Instead of Colossus, we are using Emma Frost. And Emma Frost is definitely a very strong counter to Black Order. But with this team, very easy as long as you're doing some of the same steps that I take in most of these fights. Very easy to counter and punch up against most Black Order's teams. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of punch ups. This one's a minimal punch up. 428 team into a 449 Black Order team. So we're talking about a 21k punch up. Nothing too crazy. Still want to showcase how well they do. Because like I said, depending of course on the Black Order power levels, you might have to do different things, in the sense of, especially with Emma, deciding whether or not you can use her basic or her special. But this is a pretty beefy Cold Obsidian, so you're gonna see that I do opt to go for the special first on her first move. Alright, so here you have the option to use the basic or use the special. I end up using the special, putting slows on Thanos, Proxima Midnight, and Corvus Glade. From here, you do the barrier anyways with IW. You do a basic with Black Bolt to flip some of those positive buffs. And then Phoenix is still alive usually every single time we go up against Black Order with this team composition. So she does her ult in basic form. No summon from Phoenix. So all that damage that was given towards Cole was in order to have Emma Frost use her ult. Unfortunately, he resisted, but still goes down pretty easy. And then now we're just going to put everybody in stealth with IW. From here on out, I decide whether or not I should go after Ebony Maw or Proxima Midnight. Both of them can cause some trouble. So based on how far you are along with this team, you might decide to actually go for Proxima Midnight instead of Ebony Maw. But I did figure out that I was going to be able to ult with Black Bolt here and get rid of all three of them. So we lost both. In this fight, we lost both Emma Frost and we lost IW. But as you can see, the rest of the team is pretty much in good shape. Phoenix hasn't even summoned Dark Phoenix yet. Basic from Black Bolt, and like I said, this fight is pretty much over at this point. Ultron, Black Bolt, and Phoenix survived. No Dark Phoenix needed for this fight. Small punch up against them. Like I said, this kind of tends to change based on, you know, power levels on certain characters. I tried to go for the 5-14 match. It was not available. So I went after the 486 punch up here. And as you can see, 6 red star Thanos, all gear 14 Black Order. So going into, what was that, 489? And then 428, we're talking about pretty much a 60k punch up on Black Order. And then we're gonna see how we fare against them. So as you saw, the placement is definitely different with this Black Order as well. Thanos and Mar at the end. Same pretty much turn order. In this case though, I opted to go for the basic, and then that defense down on Cold Obsidian kind of helped as well. Once again, I decided to use the ult from IW. The offense down landed as well on Cold Obsidian, so that's always great. Less damage received from him and his passive. Okay, and then here goes once again the ult from Emma. Strong Cold, so he ends up resisting anyways, but that's okay. Like I said, we just wanted to bring down his damage, his health, and Black Bolt just does away with him quite easy. So then from here, once again, we're gonna try and target. Ideally, I actually did a mistake there. I went after Thanos. We don't want to attack Thanos right away. We want to go either after Proxima Midnight or Ebony Maw. In this case, I end up hitting all three of them. Ult from Thanos comes in. Once again, we do lose both of them, Emma Frost, and we lost IW. But like I said, at this point, the damage has been done. Proxima Midnight is pretty much done. We'll get rid of her here shortly. Once again, this is actually with a couple of mistakes. We should have gotten rid of Proxima Midnight here. So at the time that I did this, I think I was still trying to figure out how this team worked. Had I gone after Proxima Midnight, this fight would have been a lot different. We still end up winning though. So had I not done the mistakes, I think Black Bolt also survives in this battle. Alright, and then on the last punch up, this was against a 478k team. I forgot to actually show the beginning. The placement on this team is very similar to, I think, the first team that we faced, with Thanos right next to Cold Obsidian and Mo at the end. But once again, we're gonna showcase how well this team does. Even with my mistakes first time around, they ended up doing fantastic. Offense down again lands. That's always a win. Cold Obsidian losing a lot of health. Then of course the taunt, going back for more health, but that's okay. The fact that he doesn't have anything, then he has the blinds. He gets ulted, and then from here on out should be pretty easy sailing. I think this was actually my second match trying this combination. So I was still, you can see that I'm still trying to figure out who do I go for. Now that I've done this a couple of times, I can tell you, you definitely need to go for Proxima and Maw. Leave Thanos for last with this team, and you'll be fine. But in here, you're gonna see that I'm doing everything against Black Order with the mistakes of going after the wrong people. So, and I wanted to showcase this just so that you know you don't have to necessarily be perfect on your attacks here. But see, I think here I am like going back and forth. Who do I go for? Who do I go for? And then I am like, you know what? We need to start attacking Proxima Midnight, and then I go back to Thanos. So it was just one of those where I was just trying to figure out what should be the next target. I think this was actually my first punch up, if I'm not mistaken. But you get rid of Proxima Midnight, get rid of Ebony Maw, and then Thanos will go super easy right at the end because he's already ulted too. So even with the mistakes, we actually did really well. And not only did we do really well, the entire team actually stayed alive for this one. So that's the team. Placement wise, this is how I have them. I have Phoenix at the end, IW right next to Phoenix. At this point, it's all about breaking Phoenix away from the pack so that when she does end up ulting, doing the special, everybody else goes into stealth. And then we want Emma Frost almost as far as possible away from her. Both Emma Frost and Ultron are kind of like the squishy characters in this team. So the farther they are away from both Phoenix and Black Bolt, the better. So I find this team actually quite fun to use. We're doing punch ups on Black Order. My Black Order as a whole right now, it's not necessarily in a great place. They're only around 330k power. So for me, I definitely need still another option. So if you don't have a Mr. Sinister that's very strong at the time being, this might be a good option for you to try. I do have some T4s that I wanted to mention. So based on the team that you see here, I have the T4s for Emma Frost already. I have her passive, which probably it's not necessarily needed for this kind of BO counter, but you definitely need the special and you need the ult from her. When it comes to IW, I do have the special, and I do have the old T4 as well. I have everything on Phoenix. Everything has been T4, and I have everything on Black Bolt at the same time. Then my last character is Ultron, and for Ultron I have his basic, his special, and his ult T4. So once again, a lot of T4s, but these are characters that I think by now most people that have been playing the game pretty much for the same time that I have been playing it usually have put this T4s on these characters at one point or another, because they're all amazing. Most of them, as you know, are legendaries except for Emma Frost. So it should be pretty easy for you guys to still try this version in a Black Order counter in Arena. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please make sure that you subscribe and like the video. I highly appreciate it. I do stream live on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Twitch.tv/Kensharon. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video, and I can see you guys there. Thank you guys so much. Have a great one.